Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn about triggers. In earlier videos, we have seen how to execute a process and what are jobs. Now the next component is triggers. So basically in a trigger, if you see there are currently no triggers created over here, I will just click on and add a new trigger type. Now, what we can see is there are two type of triggers available. One is time, which is basically scheduling a bot, and another is queue. That is, if there is a particular queue item, it should simply execute a process when a new item is added to the queue. Okay. So first, let's go with the time. You can give a name to your trigger, like trigger number one. You can select that what should be the time zone based on your schooling. Like for me, it is UTC 5:30, which is basically Indian time. I can select any kind of process which I want to run. For now, I will simply select testing 1, 2, 3. You can select the job priority, high, low, normal, or inherited. This priority defines that which, if there are multiple processes in queue, then which process needs to be executed first. In execution target, you can select either all robots or your specific robot which is available, or dynamic one, whichever is available, select them. So now let's select specific robot and check. Now over here I can select that what should be the time, after how many minutes or time it should run, in minutes, hours, daily, weekly, monthly, and month. Like say minutes, and let's say call it every 1 minute bot should run. Okay. And what else we can do? Yeah, so it this way bot will run every 1 minute. No calendar selected, not required. And here we have stop job trigger, like after how many minutes we can stop the job. Basically it's like if you want to disable or kill it. Okay. So I don't want to stop the job, I just want to disable the trigger at, let's say, 3. And since it is currently 5:34, so I will say, let me select, this is 5:30, and can I edit it? No. Let me type 17:37. Okay, so this is a kind of drop down only. So basically we can select either of these options to disable the trigger, like after this moment the bot will not run anymore. So for now, let's just select 17:54 and add. Now, since I have created a trigger, this trigger will run in every few minutes. After every 1 minute, it will execute my bot on my local system. See, it has started to run this process. Now, if I go to jobs, say it is saying that yes, this one bot is running in running state. And remember that our bot is in queue, like after every 1 minute it should rerun this. So if I click on OK, right now it's set successful. But if I just go back to trigger, it says that it will next run is in a few seconds. Okay, so let's wait for 1 minute. Probably within 20 or 30 more seconds it will simply rerun this bot. And if there are multiple runs, like for example another bot is run within after 1 minute, then instead of clicking OK, like we are not stopping the bot and we wait for another minute, then what will happen is bot will keep on like adding in as a queue, being in pending state. See, another bot has just executed after exactly 1 minute. So this is how triggers works. Now for now, since I don't want to keep on running this, I will disable this trigger. Now it won't run anymore. And now let's see the another trigger, the Q1. So Q1 works if there is a queue in your created in the orchestrator, and any new item has been added to the queue, then this particular queue will trigger will work. Let's say how we created Q1 is the name of the trigger. I again select the same process, and here it selects that which queue I want to select. That's a test queue. The minimum number of items to trigger the first job, like how many items should be there in the queue to execute the job. So basically like one item or basically one entry in the queue of two entries, three, four, five, that is up to us. Maximum number of pending and running jobs allowed simultaneously. So this is another one of the greatest feature, because if there are multiple entries in the job panel that bot are in queue, like bot are in pending state. So basically if there is any other process you want to run, that will create like a problem for you. So better to keep it to a minimum as much as possible. Select your time zone and just click on add. Right now I'm just not creating this trigger, like basically it says then okay, never mind, let's just create it. So another queue is ready, queue trigger. Now as long as I add something to this test queue, it will trigger it and run the bot same as the scheduling trigger. Okay guys, so that's all for this video. In the next video and we will be exploring another aspect of the orchestrator, which is assets. Hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.